for every this and that. And that applies to all communities. But today, people scramble to go in the government so they can have undue advantage over other communities. And that's where the problem is. Now, when you look at affirmative action when it comes to development, lawyers, given our history, we should not even qualify for affirmative action. But we're going to be the first people for affirmative action. Because the entire community, yeah, we've got millions and millions of people who are poor. So now talking about the so-called traditionally marginalized communities, we must include lawyers in those communities. Yeah, because that's where we are. We are doing very badly. And people have had an undue advantage over others over the years. They'll get their share, but we believe that these other communities should get a bit more of what they have been missing. And every community is supposed to get, let's say, 20 slots. And one community is given 2 slots. Those slots disappear because the 18 slots have gone somewhere else, some other community. You are being given slots that belong to one community. Sinakuja when you have got your own. Our wengine wamenyang'anya because they're not in government, they are added to yours. You're being given undue advantage. Our responsibility, and I've been telling our people, let us not fight for the presidency just to be like people who are in power. That because you believe power is sweet, they are enjoying, you just want to replace them, and life goes on. If we do that, I've told them not once, not twice, that if we do that, I don't have what I want time, I don't even half time, 100 days will be out. Because Kenyans want results like today. We are elected today and tomorrow they want to see a proper formula. How are we going to create jobs for the unemployed youths? How are we going to promote farmers? You know, this thing, how are they going to improve our infrastructure? Look at the chaotic school system that we have now. The education system is chaos. Health system is chaos. SHA is not working. But some are just saying it's working, it's working. But those of us who are implementing, we are seeing there's a problem there. So Kenyans want results, they want results immediately. So if we go in thinking that we just want to go and become like Ruto and these ministers, we'll not last one time. We'll be out. So we are taking on a responsibility so huge, and I keep reminding them that the task ahead of us is so big. Don't just say that this thing will end with the elections. After winning, and that's when the real work starts. And for me, I want for the first time in a long time, I want our people just to feel that they're part of government. They are being appreciated. They labor a lot. You can just pick a lawyer from the streets of Nairobi by the way they walk. They've been beaten completely, no confidence at all. You know, you can only be a watchman or a maid or that kind of big community to menial jobs like that. And then we become a band of jokes, saying, they're just fine, and we laugh. It has a very big impact on when somebody like a president's aide comes to Western and is insulting, like the senator of Kakamega is being insulted by Farouk, and our children are listening, and the elders are clapping. How will that child grow up believing that they can become something? Yeah. So those are just small things that we need to address and address them very quickly. We just want to return human dignity to all Kenyans. That when you go to that table, you not hear a lot of noise about Mount Kenya or about Western. We're going to talk about Kenyans, and people will feel that indeed this is a government of all Kenyans.
And I'm just glad that you have mentioned about the odd jobs, about most lawyers getting odd jobs. So I just wanted to know maybe what do you think can be done to restore back the lawyer dignity and value?
No, our people are very hardworking. You go to schools, even when the results are announced, the top performing students are normally lawyers. Yeah. Where do they go to? After that, because at the end of the day, you have people who peddle influence, and then government. So they are doing employment. If you don't have anybody anywhere to you meet with them, they are driving you. You are still hustling out there because they are operating at a point of advantage. Politics has been used to create a field which is not level for it's created a lot of imbalances. So we want just to equalize opportunities. That if you have gone to school and we promise you that education is key to it, not because the cabinet secretary is their cousin. Yeah, that's all we want to do. And of course, our people out there, many of them have left farm. You'll find somebody that's left 5 acres of land in Victoria and the watchman in Nairobi. Because land is not paying. You grow your maize, you harvest very nicely. Where do you sell? The cartels come and pick all the maize because you don't have any money. So you're just caught up in the vicious cycle of poverty. So you look at your grandfather, your father, yourself, and then you are looking at your children. So no, we cannot those million jobs. We just got